From WOA Entertainment, WOFM Conversation, get to know your artists.
I've got a very special guest in the house now. We've been working out to get this artist for the live recording. He's traveling all the time. So he's a musician from Ireland, but lives in the Middle East and travels the world. And he records wherever he gets the chance to record, okay? And you've got to listen to that song, which I'll be playing today for you guys to really understand how cool his music is. And it's none other than The Key Rocks, and it's Kevin Murphy. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. How are you? It's always a pleasure to be on your show, and great to see you again.
Kevin, it's been a while, man. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Why such a long break?
Like the normal day job,
Right.
managed to accelerate a little bit,
Yeah.
and I've been quite busy. And then, of course, there was COVID, and I relocated with the family from one country to another.
Gotcha.
And then a couple of months back, I accidentally tripped and broke a rib.
No.
And I think it was nature's way of telling me to slow down, get the guitar back in my hand, and start writing some more music. So
Yeah.
I had a little spurt of creativity, and
Nice.
a number of songs. Yeah, so it was great. It's a song. It's kind of a lot of different people that I may have known in the past, and a couple of friends of mine passed away in the last year or so, and
Okay.
you know, it's kind of capturing some great memories, and also some reflections on different kind of characters that are out there,
Right.
who people come across often in life,
Yeah.
in weird circumstances, and I kind of just fell out, so it was great.
But where did you record this song? Because the sound of the acoustic guitar was just beautiful, and I want to know how you got that out.
Well, I've progressed from the bedroom to the office,
Oh, good.
right? But I'm using a pretty simple setup at home. It's Logic Pro on an iMac. I have an iJam input,
Okay.
and then I have a decent mic and just a little bit of effects. That's all.
Excellent.
But fortunately enough, the room we're in has pretty good acoustics, and yeah, I think it came across quite well. And then I had a metronome in my ear, just trying to keep me on track with the beat. So yeah, quite simple.
But hang on, did you mic the guitar or did you just like jack it in?
I had in this case I had it jacked in,
Okay.
but the vocals were done in like one take over the. It was like, again, the song
Yeah.
was recorded in like 10 minutes. Once
That's
it got
beautiful.
started, it kind of fell out, and it was
I'll
brilliant.
tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. One thing that I've learned about demos and recording one takes. Initially, right, I did this demo, my first ever song that I recorded like a demo, and I wrote it for a girl, you know, in America, and I was like singing the song for her. And I decided to put that on my first album, you know, just the demo version. And I did the whole band version as well, you know, with the track in and all that. And I said, right at the end, the label said, why don't you just put it in? Because that sounds so cool. Even though I was,
Yeah.
the guitar was a bit off key at one part, I said, doesn't matter, let's just put it in. Till today, man, that song is the most Shazam song on my catalog.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
You capture something immediate and special, and yeah, and especially if lyrics kind of come to
Yeah.
you while you're writing, right?
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable. And you know, a lot of people talk about the muse floating around in the air, and you know, sometimes it comes and goes. And when it's there, it can be very powerful.
Correct.
And like the other tracks that I've recorded that'll be on the EP,
Right.
a lot of them came music and lyrics over the space of an hour, and I
Just
just
like
sat down
that.
and recorded
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and that, it seems to have gone again. So it'll probably be a 7-track EP.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love those special moments.
Yeah.
Because it's as close to jamming as you can kind of get. You know, when you
Correct.
get into that flow of
The
the jam, and it just
improv,
comes.
yeah. You still live there, right? You still live in
Yeah,
Dublin?
I mean, man. Yeah, I got back yesterday from Ireland, so I'm here.
Great.
And yeah, but I mean, I also work in the corporate world
Gotcha.
as
Yeah.
that's my main job. So that takes me all around the place. But it's I think music is something that will never leave me. And what's great now is I'm passing it on to my kids.
Nice.
My eldest son, he just moved to Maastricht. He left with his grade 8 drums, so he's
Okay.
now jamming up there.
Fantastic.
My youngest son is like, he plays little gigs himself.
What does he play?
He just did his grade 4 drums, plays guitar, piano, and uke. You know,
what? You guys
and
should
he-
start the Murphy band or something. Come on.
something like that. But he's cool. He'll jump up and he'll have us supporting him.
Very
And
nice.
if we make a mistake, he gives out to us.
You said you're working on an EP because I read this
Yeah,
article
there's
that
an
came
EP.
out. Beautiful article, by the way. Congrats. on
Yeah,
that
it was
one.
very nice. Yeah,
Very
fantastic. There's 3 of them actually. Brilliant. I've
Well
shared it as well on
written,
the
yeah.
One of my oldest and dearest friends passed away a year and a half ago from cancer, and another one roughly 6 months before that.
Okay.
So there's been a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion sort of there.
Yeah.
And once I started writing about Sweet Divine, right? Firstly, then I got into a flow, and 3 or 4 songs came out specifically about my friend Stephen, who had passed away. And that's what it's really focused on. It's kind of personal, emotional, a bit raw and real, but also very therapeutic to write it. And I've shared it with his wife and his kids and stuff like that, 1 or 2 of the songs. A couple of bands coming over to a gathering we hold every year in Ireland in July. A guy called Gordon Barry, who won International Songwriter of the Year a couple of years ago.
Cool.
And then a new band called Nomads, who just released the first single. He used to be part of Staring at Lakes, and they're going to play in the back garden on the farm.
Oh, nice.
Kind of thing. So I might get up and play a few with them. The jam generally goes on till all hours in the morning, and you know, as you can imagine, if you were to turn up, it would be great. But it's a matter of bringing a tent, you know. And
oh, really? Okay. You know what? I'm about to buy a camper van. I might just drive to Ireland. You know. I might just drive in.
We have other people who do that too.
But I wanted to talk about the Key Rocks. Okay, I remember. I never forgot that story you told me. I want people to know that. So you said that it's an island, right? Kirak? Is it called Kirak?
That's right. Just off the coast of Wexford, where we are, there's a small little island formation called pronounced the Key Rocks, but it's spelled Keeragh.
But they say Key Rocks though. But people say
Key Rocks.
Really?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
so you live there? Did you grow up?
Yeah,
there?
I live right beside it. Gotcha. Very close. Yeah.
So guys, that is the Key Rocks. Okay. Because when I heard the name the Key Rocks, I was like, that's a cool name. But that's the story, and I wanted everyone to know that, really, because it's so
exactly. But then there's the little pun, you know, key and rocks and the Key Rocks and the musical side of it. But it is actually a couple of rocks sitting in the middle of the ocean, just off the coast of Wexford.
Very cool. Very cool. What do you think about covers? Do you like doing covers? Or?
Yeah, hundreds of them. Whenever I play in pubs here, of course, there'd be an awful lot of stuff, and I mean, I arrange. I've been doing that for years.
Okay, but have you ever recorded a cover?
Oh no, I haven't recorded a cover.
Okay.
No, that's it. Okay, at that point, no, not yet.
Okay. Now, I was like most other original artists. Oh no, it's a cover. You know, I'm not going to record it, but I did, and man, it's opened up so many markets for me. It's unbelievable.
Oh well.
Like for example, I did "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. I did my version of it during COVID. Right? We recorded it. First of all, it hit the Billboard charts. My version of it. Right?
Wow.
I'm thinking, Jesus, man, we recorded that in a garage, and it's completely not like the original. It's my style, like a bit of country in there, Americana. Whatever, you know. And the press loved it, the fans loved it. It charted in the blues charts in Egypt on Apple Music streaming. Right, I had nothing to. The label had no way of pushing it for the charts or nothing. It just happened, and I'm thinking, wow, Egypt. Wish You Were Here, my version of it, you know? And all of a sudden, people from Egypt and Turkey are listening to my music. I'm on the charts almost every week on Apple Music charts.
That's fantastic.
And it happened because of a cover, you know?
Yeah.
And and I keep telling artists now, you know, don't be that, you know, don't have that wall going, no, I'm not going to do a cover. Do a cover, man. It's going to help your music, you know? It's like a great way. Because, and don't do a cover like a karaoke, obviously. Do it in your style, you know, get the Key Rocks out there, you know, on that song. Make it your own. Ryan Adams is doing it with freaking Gallagher's song. Why not, right? So
no, it's a very, very good point. And the other thing about these markets is they're large.
They're huge, man. They're huge. India,
like
you need to target India, for God's sakes. You know, I made it big there. I have a platinum selling album in India. Do you know what that means? Wow. I still make money from that album. 10 years down, it's 15 years now. I'm still making money from that album, man. And it's a platinum, it's like officially a platinum album. And to get a platinum album there, it's easy if people like you there. People like me there, so I'm good. And your guitar, man, what guitar are you using now?
Taylor.
All right, which one?
Lovely. Which one? I forget the exact name. I've got 2 of them. I've got one in Ireland and one here. Yeah. The one that's slightly bigger than the baby Taylor, quarter size one. It's really small, handy, easy to carry. Really, really beautiful sounds.
The preamp is very good on
exactly.
the Taylor.
Yeah. But I also have an 8-string baritone.
Oh, the Taylor?
Yeah.
Dude, I've always wanted. That's freaking expensive. That one is. That's like $3,000 or something.
Well, I bought it in Tokyo many years ago.
Dude, we're going to talk about that because I want it. I'll tell you what. I bought an Alvarez 8-string baritone, which is a copy of the Taylor.
because it resonates differently completely. You've only got to double the center 2 strings, right?
Correct.
And it's deep, so you have to work out what key you're going to play it in and what you're going to sing in.
Like 5 notes lower or something, right? Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. It's a B, it's not a B, right? So, but it's a beautiful guitar, and I don't play it as often as I should, and maybe that's the next thing I should do. Just
let's show people the Taylor, the Alvarez version of the Taylor. Okay, hang on, give me a second.
Yeah.
It's a bit dusty. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
So this is literally the same as the Taylor, right? 8 string, and the middle 2 with the double.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful guitar, man. Look at that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the Taylor, man, the wood on the Taylor is just so fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just.
But it was quite expensive, and I got it from like 40th around 15 years ago for myself in Tokyo.
Yeah. You don't get it that often, do you? It's like it just comes out and then it goes off the market, and then you've got to wait till it comes back in. The same with this one.
Exactly.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. And then I have a Gibson Studio Les Paul. That's the electric that I play.
Nice.
Again, I've had that for years.
You've played that electric on Sweet Divine, haven't you? A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I've
heard
that.
Yeah, a couple of little riffs. Yeah.
Very nice.
And it's a beautiful. It needed a bit of work.
Okay.
There's a great luthier here who took it for a week, gave it some love and care. You know, when you're moving countries, especially around the Middle East and stuff, the humidity changes, the heat changes.
Yeah.
You know, in Amman, you're up 800 meters, so it's not as hot as the rest of the Middle East. So yeah, the guitars change a little bit of character, and you just need to be. You need to make sure that you're looking after them the right way, right?
Yeah.
So
hey, speaking of Irish guitars and weather. There's a guitar that I've been looking at I probably want to buy it on my birthday. If someone might buy it for me, I don't know. Fingers crossed. It's a guitar called...
The Loden?
No, I know the Loden. I was about to buy one, but I ended up buying the Martin D42 instead. Then I found out about... I was going to buy the Adamas Ovation guitar. You know, I love Ovation guitars, but Adamas is the carbon fiber one that Ovation makes, right? But now Emerald Guitars, I think he used to work for Ovation, if I'm not mistaken, the guy who runs it. Irish, and you can only buy it in Ireland, and it's all carbon fiber, right? And, and it's got acoustic, electric, MIDI. You can get any sound you want from it, but because it's carbon fiber, nothing happens to your action, so you can travel the world knowing that when you reach... I go for gigs all over the place, right? So if I go from Portugal, say, to Costa Rica, which is very humid, and, you know...
Yeah.
I'm thinking, oh God, I gotta freaking take my tools with me just in case or whatever. Now, if I have that guitar for travel at least, I'm set because nothing will change the setup of the guitar. So once you set it up, it's.
You said it's Emerald.
Emerald, yes. Kevin, you need to check if you're into guitars, man. I don't know how much you'll use it because obviously the tone won't be that real acoustic.
Yeah.
But when you plug it in, I've heard the plugged-in sounds fantastic. And if you're a live performer, man, that's it. You know, that is something.
I'll definitely have a look at that. Wow, yeah, fantastic. Do you know where he's stationed in Ireland? Is he?
I don't know, but it's online. You can order it online. I'm looking at ordering one. No taxes apparently from Ireland to Portugal. But if I do get it to England, I might have to pay taxes.
Yeah, you will. Yeah,
it's freaking ridiculous, man. Absolutely crazy.
But you're right. The Portugal to Ireland will be no problem whatsoever.
No problem whatsoever.
I think probably you were going to touch on this, but the more and more human the music is, I think the more and more it's going to be desired because it's becoming too much with the whole AI space. I mean, the music can be great, but it's created in immediate format.
It's terrible, man.
But you need to have the rawness. You need to have the odd something off tune or a bum note, or just the fact that it's recorded by a human.
Yeah.
Because you can't take away from that, and I think that's becoming needed more and more these days. Yeah, I'm sure you've done the same. You can go online and say, right, write me what would be predicted to be a hit song in the style of Ed Sheeran mixed with Bob Moses and with lyrics that was most likely, and it'll generate lyrics in the song for you. And it's kind of good, and you go, that's really good, but it's not you, it's not me. It doesn't come with the heart and the soul, right? The muse hasn't touched it, you know.
Yeah. Like
on a small record label in Ireland called Paragon Paragon Music Group.
Okay.
But a lot of the revenue that they were making was from sync, right, and placements into TV stations and also onto series.
Gotcha.
And they had a number of successes, but they're really struggling to compete with custom-made design placements.
Yeah.
Because you can describe the kind of series that's on TV, and the AI will generate exactly the type of music that's required and needed. So that's been a big challenge to them, and they've had to look at their business model completely because it's hurt. So there has to be a transformation somewhere and a disruption. And I think the disruption might be like a made by human stamp that comes, somehow.
You should check it out.
I was going to say, shouldn't I be calling you doctor?
You should. Doctor of Musical Arts, man. DMA. I finally got it.
Yeah.
It took me years. It took me years, man. I'm fed up. I'm finally there.
That's great. It's a great achievement. Yeah.
I had a couple of honorary doctorates, which was fantastic. That's a great accolade to get, right? So I got an honorary doctorate in fine art and music for everything I did. But I was still not a doctor, was I? So I'm like, I didn't tell anybody that I was actually still working on my PhD and all of that, right? But it's a DMA, so rather than a PhD. So there was a lot of practical work as well involved. And
I'm
man,
sure.
Almost 10 years.
Oh, well done. Congratulations. Yeah.
It's something to be proud of for sure, man. Great to have you on the show, man. And finally,
always, man. Yeah, great talking to you as always, and have a great evening, man.
Thank you, Kevin. By the way, folks, so if you're watching this on YouTube, this is only the highlights that you're getting. The full unedited interview is on the WOAFM99 show tonight. So go check it out. And here we go. One of my new favorite songs by the Key Rocks, Sweet Divine, coming up now. Kevin, cheers, mate. Thanks for being on the show.
Take care. All the best. Bye.
From WOA Entertainment, WOFM Conversation, get to know your artists.